So Tyson Fury claimed he had reached the pinnacle of boxing and accomplished everything he had set out to do. And then he felt that depression as if he had hit the ceiling, saying, "What now? Where do you go from here when you've achieved everything you've set out to achieve?" Mike Tyson, the man who he's named after, said, "I don't understand Fury in that regard. When he won his first title, he wanted more." Tyson Fury said that he had accomplished everything he set out to do in boxing. And to the casual or someone who's just observing from the outside, you don't know much about boxing, you'd take it at face value. But for someone who follows boxing, if you know that Tyson Fury's goal is to become the one true heavyweight champion, not a belt holder, the lineal champion, as he calls himself, he had to defeat Deontay Wilder. When Klitschko had all the belts, he had all but one, the WBC, which his brother previously held. But after his brother retired, Bermane Stiverne got the belt, and then Wilder. Klitschko had the opportunity to fight Wilder for that belt, and he would have become the true, undisputed, lineal heavyweight champion of the world. No, but he didn't. And when he lost his belt to Tyson Fury became the unified heavyweight champion of the world. He needed one more belt in order to realize his dream, the undisputed, lineal heavyweight champion of the world. When I first started following the saga, I was led to believe that Fury had all the belts, and after he retired, that's how Wilder and Joshua got their belts. But no, Wilder was already the reigning WBC champ with 3 defenses to his name before Tyson Fury retired. And as previously stated, Klitschko had the opportunity to fight for undisputed and create a new lineage. Fury was set to rematch Klitschko when he failed a drug test for nandrolone. His cousin, Hughie Fury, also failed for the same thing. Around this time, Tyson Fury began to show signs of mental health issues. He spoke about not having a passion for life, not caring about boxing, not having a passion for anything. Imagine if you worked your whole life to accomplish becoming the heavyweight champion. You dethroned the legend in Klitschko, but you know you cheated with nandrolone and cocaine in order to do this, and you know that you're about to get caught. It's like a kid who messed up at school and knows he will be in trouble when he gets home. So when he gets home, he fakes like he's sick. He crawls into bed immediately. He tries to punish himself before he gets punished. This is why when Tyson Fury popped for cocaine and nandrolone, he vacated his belts during the investigation. This saved him the shame of being stripped of the titles. So the purpose of this video is to analyze, based on Fury's actions, whether these are the actions of an individual with mental health issues or the actions of a drug abuser. Or is it somewhere in between? Another reason I'm doing this is because there are many people with mental health issues, but Fury seems to be celebrated for his mental health issues. It's almost as if he's taking advantage of America's want and need to suddenly help individuals with mental health problems. If you go to New York City, go all over New York City, you will find many people with real mental health problems. I've given homeless people money in New York City, and they looked at me like, what am I going to do with that? I don't want the money. All the while trying to hold their pants up with poop in it. That's real mental health issues. So does Tyson Fury really suffer from mental health issues? Or did he cheat and is trying to cover? Is he really just a disgraced champion using the excuse of mental health issues to make a comeback for himself? Well, let's go over everything. So here are the facts. Tyson Fury did pop for nandrolone. I had a channel member tell me about their experience taking nandrolone. They said that after 2 years, when they stopped taking nandrolone, their hormonal state was so different that their personality was completely different. Essentially, brain chemistry has everything to do with your personality. And if we interfere with that hormonal balance, we can 100% alter the personality. Now, this member told me that after they stopped taking nandrolone, they got very depressed, they gained a ton of weight, and they grew, as they describe, man boobs. Man boobs, overweight, depression. These are symptoms that Tyson Fury had dealt with, and we know for a fact that he took nandrolone. And this member informed me that they didn't come down out of that mental state that they were in until 2 years after they took nandrolone. If you recall, Fury did not come back to boxing until 2.5 years later. He was not even in a state of mind to care about boxing until 2 years after he retired. Fury also admitted to binging cocaine and drinking excessively. Cocaine is a stimulant. When taken in excess, can make the body crave it more. I've never done it myself, but I've heard that the come down is as low as the highs. And there is an issue of withdrawal. If you're taking something in excess and then you quit it cold turkey, the body can experience depression and other forms of withdrawal symptoms. Alcohol is also a depressant. Excessive drinking can make you, depress. This isn't a lifestyle that promotes strong mental health. Just as eating bad food and not exercising will lead you to being out of shape and overweight, if your goal is to build stronger muscles, you gotta lift weights, eat, sleep, and repeat. If I'm sitting down playing video games, staying up late, skipping training, I will never see those muscles grow. Thus, mental health depends on sleep, nutrition, water, oxygen, physical conditioning, meaning you're not taking any damage. You're exercising. You're not taking drugs, or you're taking the proper drugs and food for your mental health, like nootropics or things of that nature. Point being, if you live a lifestyle that is unsuited for proper mental health, you're going to have mental health issues. That's different from someone who was born with an issue or sustained an injury or something of that nature. I became a mind-body coach to manage my own bipolar symptoms. Bipolar disorder is essentially a hormonal imbalance. Working as a trainer, I discovered not having a proper diet affected my mood, which affected hormones and affected the sleep, which affected my ability to work out, which affects the breathing, and the breathing regulates your stress. Therefore, having a healthy, balanced lifestyle can stave off bipolar disorder. Taking that combination of drugs alone, even if he never had bipolar disorder, would make him display those symptoms. So is it bipolar disorder, or is it just abusing your body and mind? Tyson Fury cheated when he beat Vladimir Klitschko. Let's not forget this. This is fact. While he was being investigated for nandrolone, he was suspended for cocaine by the British Board of Boxing Control. While he was being investigated for nandrolone, he was suspended for cocaine by the British Board of Boxing Control. He retired during the investigation, which meant there really wasn't a lot that they could do. The investigation now didn't really matter. He's retired from boxing. During the investigation, Tyson Fury retired from boxing. And this meant they couldn't really sanction him. They couldn't really give him a punishment because he doesn't box anymore. What are they going to do? Suspend him? However, when Tyson Fury returned to box for Wilder in 2018, he was handed a 2-year retroactive suspension backdated to 2015, February of 2015. And this was for the failed nandrolone. Now, he fought Vladimir Klitschko in November of 2015, meaning Tyson Fury had nandrolone. He had failed for nandrolone long before he fought Fury, earlier that year. The first fight with Klitschko should have been a no contest. I don't understand why it took them 2 years to complete their investigation, but nonetheless, Tyson Fury had already vacated his belts too. Cheating with nandrolone is what contributed to Fury's depression, as well as the knowledge of having cheated Vladimir Klitschko in order to get that great career win. And on top of that, the journey's not over. You also have to fight Deontay Wilder. That plus binging cocaine, drinking excessively. In truth, Fury is not a victim of mental health issues. He's a victim of himself. He's a victim of his steroid and drug abuse. The mental health angle is a way of reselling a disgraced cheater to the American public. He went on the Joe Rogan podcast and told a fantastic tale to the American public, and they ate it up and made a hero out of him. This is because America has been searching for a guy like Tyson Fury since Jack Johnson and the breaking of the color line. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Are you ready to take your striking game to the next level? Then you've got to get the focus ball. Dramatically improve footwork, timing, reflex, hand-eye coordination, head movement, and striking IQ. Lightweight and extremely portable, so you can train every time, everywhere with the focus ball.